What is the first thing you do in the morning? Probably most of you thought about checking your phone, right? I personally check my phone most of my time. When I wake up, during breakfast, after breakfast, in school, not counting computers and all that. It wasn't always like this. People used to be more active and communicated with each other personally, and meetings were made in person. But now, with just a few clicks, you can communicate with everyone around the world, and meetings are made through a camera. There's a it's partly positive, but it has a negative side. It's positive because technology improved hospitals, education, and many other things. But the bad side is people isolate from society and prefer to be behind the phone than speaking with someone in person. I'm going to talk about three topics: the benefits technology brings us, the addiction to technology, and why we get addicted to it, and the importance of keeping personal relationships. Why we get addicted to it? Uh, Dopamine is a chemical released by the brain that makes us feel good and happy. And every time we use technology, uh, every like, every comment, every subscribe, everything, it stimulates the release of dopamine, and the body gets addicted to it. So that's why. According to a junior analyst, the average millennial spends about 4 hours a day just on their phone, not counting other devices. There are many possible effects in being addicted to technology, but some of them are the isolation that can later lead to depression and the anxiety produced by being away from it. But not everything is bad about it. Uh, it improved the communication. In the past, you needed to send a letter, and it will arrive uh, later, like 3 or 4 days later, depends on the area you're sending it, and the communication also improved. The payment, the way we transfer money, now with applications like PayPal, you can transfer and take money just from your house. And dating also changed, like applications like Tinder change everything. Now with just an app, you can you get choices, and you select the perfect date. The bad side of it is that teens prefer to be behind the phone, and instead of talking to someone in person and communicating like we used to. And I think it's really important to keep the face-to-face communication, because it's everything. You can't get to know someone just by talking to them on the phone. But I want you to think, how much of it is real? Do you really know that person that's behind the phone, or they're just pretending to be somebody else? Think about it. There are more consequences to just isolation, like giving people not enough attention. Imagine you're at a restaurant, and the person eating with you is not paying attention and using their phone all the time. You may feel offended, and probably some of you are the ones using their phones. I want you to think the next time you're at a restaurant that you're really paying attention to that person. Another thing is true love on dating apps, or is it just superficial? Because it's just like you select the perfect person you want, you put the characteristics, the hair, is everything. It's just like how you want it, and you don't get to know to experiment with other people. It's just what you want, and maybe it's not the best. And millennials have lost the purpose of going on dates and the romantic things in getting to know someone by preferring Tinder and many apps that it's easier to find the true love, but it's just most of it is just physical attraction. And briefly explaining what I said before is that technology can be really good to us and provide many more to the society, but the excess use of it can cause addiction, depression, and many other bad things to us. What I want you to remember is that technology is made to help us, not to make us rely on it. Thank you.